big part of our chapter. It's this facility behind the school that we use for different things, and so we'll get into that.
Some of the things that we have in there is like we have
real loud so they can hear you way back there.
We have an office in there, and that is used for like storage, and we have wash racks, so in case we get animals in there, and we use it, we can use it for a storage area for the animals, and we also have a chute so we can bring in animals, like we can bring in cows and we can preg check them, which we did a few weeks ago in our advanced animal science class.
So some of the animals that we bring on a yearly basis, we usually have a pig in there that's farrowing. We have a nice sow stall that was made by Al Merchant, and the sow's in there, she farrows. The advanced animal science usually gets to castrate them, clip the teeth, clip the tail, do all the fun stuff. And then, like Emma said, we got cows in this year, and our advanced animal science class got to watch Nathan Gator sleeve them to preg check them. We would have been able to do it, but the cow wasn't far enough along that if we were to do it, we could have terminated the pregnancy, so we just let him do it. We're having horses come in a few weeks to grind their teeth down, and then sometimes we'll have lambs in to check them and stuff. So there's a lot of animals that come in on the yearly basis.
Don't we have mice in there?
Oh yeah, we have gerbils and mice in there too. They are pets, not,
not rodents.
Yeah, not rodents.
We also have classes in there, like our advanced animal science goes out there, and we have classes out there. I don't know if, does animal science have classes out there?
Once in a while they will.
Once in a while. Egg 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have classes out there?
Yep. And then, so we use it for a lot of storage. So our old chapter displays usually go up in the loft above the bathrooms. There's a lot of storage. There's open space where we can do recreation after meetings. So whether it be painting pumpkins like we did last week, or
playing games.
Yeah, playing games. So it's just a nice area to go in when it's cold.
We also hold our fruit sale products in the building too, and we get them in the morning, and then we pull them off of the truck, and they sit in there all day, and we sort through them, and then kids come pick them in after school.
If there were to be another teacher to come into our program, which we hope there will be eventually, the office is there for them to use, and that would be like where their classroom is. So we have the actual ag room, and then we could have another class in there so we could get more classes taught, so we could get a bigger program.
We have 275 members right now.
So that's a pretty good number. We have the type of membership where if you take an ag class, you're enrolled in FFA. So anybody who takes an ag class is an FFA, whether they're active members or not. We teach Ag 1/Ag 2, and Advanced Animal Science, Vet Med, Ag Business, Greenhouse Management, Aquaculture, Landscape Design, and Natural Resources.
Our Ag 1 and Ag 2 is a 2-semester class, so they would, like, the first semester they would take Ag 1, second semester they would take Ag 2, and it's basically an introduction to FFA and all the ag classes that we have in this, so they learn a little bit about each thing.
They also learn about different CDEs and LDEs that you could do, which would be career development events and leadership development events that you can do at sub-districts, district, state, national level if they were to make it that far. then we have animal science. So that's like the intro to the genetic side of farming and the animal side. So they learn about rate of gain and all of that and the slaughtering process. And then they take that into the advanced animal science.
And the advanced animal science is basically taking like a pig and learning about all the different kinds of breeds of pigs and like how their behavior is. And it's just a little more in depth of the animal science class.
And then vet medicine would be the next step of that. So to get into animal science, you would have to take Ag 1. To get into advanced animal science, you have to take animal science. To get into vet medicine, you have to take advanced animal science. So that would be like a senior course, and it'd be learning about what it'd be like to be a vet and learning about the medicines that are used on animals. And
The systems.
Yep, the systems.
And then we have our ag business class that is basically farm management and like financial, learning how to use your money on your farm and not buying too much.
And they're the class that take care of all the money with the fruit sales. So they won't actually take the money. Miss Heron has to do that part, but they put in all the numbers and they calculate how much fruit we have to get and how much fruit we sold and if we've met our goal or not. So then we have the greenhouse management class. And that class is a really hands-on class. You get to plant different plants, you get to grow different flowers. And then we have our plant sales in July. May, somewhere around there. But we'll sell all the plants we grow and the fresh produce. So that's another one of our fundraisers.
And they also do the prices of all the plants.
Yes, the prices. And you just get to learn how to do all the fun stuff with flowers.
And then, and then we have aquaculture, which is we have fish tanks around the school, and all the kids in the aquaculture class get to take care of the tanks, and we learn about different systems of the fish and different breeds of the fish.
And not just fish, like
Yeah,
any sea creature or
Yeah.
any freshwater. So then we have landscape design. In that class, we get to do a lot of projects around the school. So we'll put mulch out, we'll plant flowers in front of the school. That's another really hands-on class because we get to do the actual landscaping around the school and be able to make the school look more presentable.
And then we have, the last one we have is natural resources, and that one is you're learning about soils and like different sediments and the layers of the earth.
And so in about 7 days exactly, we get to leave for nationals, so that's one of the big events that we go to. And then in April, we have state, so that's another big event. And we have sub-districts and districts. So we do a lot of traveling, but it's all around us learning how to be a leader and learning how to do different things with hands-on experiences.
And we don't just have those events, we have like the other, like we have cattle judging, we have
Soil judging, state floriculture,
yeah,
that's our favorites.
state floriculture, those are our favorites.
And so we just there's a lot of opportunities that we get through FFA, which is why we both love it so much. And it's really shown us what agriculture can do for us and how agriculture is the future of everything. So that's all. So thank you all.
Wow. So ladies, when you have FFA meetings, what does that entail at a meeting?
So our meetings usually start off at 6:30 in the ag room. We're a little bit late because of everybody's events and everything. So we will start off with opening ceremonies, and then we'll go into committee reports, and then officer reports, committee reports, new business, then old business. And then we'll close it and have advisor comments, and then a recreation after, or food, because we all love food. So that's the meeting, and then I guess they're really short, but they're fun.
Yeah.
So FFA fruit sales, has it started yet?
Yes.
Yes.
If y'all want fruit.
Yeah.
Contacted all of the folks around the table, Steve?
But where are you guys going for nationals?
Indianapolis.
Okay.
Yep, an 8-hour drive, and we're leaving at 4 a.m. That'll be fun.
What happens at nationals?
We'll start off the day by leaving, and then we'll drive there. We'll have our first session, which is where we have a speaker, and then we have our national president actually is giving his retiring speech that day, so we'll get to hear him talk about his experiences.
And
And
then
then
a few
items of business, closing, and then we have a tour that day, I think. But throughout the week that we're there, or 4 days that we're there,
Yeah,
we'll have
2 tours.
tours, sessions, shopping, eating. Not very much sleeping.
Yeah.
Lots of driving.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back on Saturday night.
FFA has a lot of contests. What are some of the contests that your chapter participates in? Can you tell us?
We always do livestock judging,
Soil
judging,
dairy, the 2 dairy judging.
district and state floriculture, and then we try and fill almost every CDE that we can between the sub-districts, districts, and state.
Parley Pro.
Yep.
Conduct of meetings.
Prepared public speaking. There's a
speaking.
lot of
Yeah,
them.
there's so many events. And all the quizzes, you can go and take a quiz to see, test your knowledge about FFA history.
Are you still required to do projects, supervised ag projects? That you
Yes.
Yes.
SAEs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what would be your projects then?
Mine, I work at Nature's Corner. That's my first one. So I log those hours and the money I make from there. And then my second one is I rent 10 acres of ground from my dad, and I make all the management decisions. I plant the crop, I harvest it, I do all the stuff, all the operating machinery and all that. And so it's a lot of learning there, but it's fun.
I have, I think, 20 acres of beans, and I manage it. And then I have a cow calf that I have as my SAE project.
Other questions? Okay, I'm going to put you on. Oh, you got a question.
So when you're grinding the horse's teeth, does somebody give them some Novocaine or something?
We give them a little bit of, it makes them really loopy. So they don't fall over, but they're just like, they walk a little weirder. And then we open their mouth and grind the teeth.
Oh, yeah.
If they didn't have it, then they would fight a lot.
Yeah, they'd freak out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, humans do that too.
Yeah. I would not blame the horses at all.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. Tell us the FFA model.
Learning to do, doing to
learn,
earning to live, living to serve.
Pretty good. Same way it was when I had it 50 years ago. But it's a really important model because it really says a lot. You know, and that's the big thing about FFA is you're learning to do, and then you're learning to serve. And so I can't.